Hey y'all, Sarah Ansboury here, and I'm a former tennis player. A lot of you are former tennis players out there, so this video is especially for you guys because I see this all the time, and this was what I did when I first came in. So I'm going to show you what's a common mistake that we make, because in tennis, what do? We go out, and then we want to go back to our middle. So as I'm doing this, let's see if I can do it. If I'm going out and I'm going cross court, I've got to get her to go out a little wider. There we go. I'm going to go out, and then I'm going to come back. And then I'm going to go out. Oh my gosh, that's exhausting. Okay, so let me tell you, we often do this because it's habit for us to want. Okay, I got to go out and I got to turn, and then come back to the ball. So here's the trick. This is how we work on doing this. Okay, so number one, if I were playing tennis, I would be turning to the ball. Okay, but we have to remember we have the non-volley zone. We've got this space right here that's important. That changes the angles of how we hit things. So this is where the ball is coming from. It's coming from that side of the court. So what I am going to do is try to work on cutting the ball off. So I'm going to get a cone, and I'm going to put this cone right here in the corner, okay? And what I want to think about, okay, when I'm doing this is I do not want my paddle to get back here, essentially. I want to try to take this little corner and create a triangle, okay? So that's the first thing to think about. Now, the second thing is I'm actually going to open up my hips so that I'm kind of in like a modified open stance. So I'm using this leg to push through the ball. So I'm now in a cross-court rally, and the same ball I'm going to try to cut off now, okay? So I'm really trying to keep my weight in a forward direction. Okay, that one's a little bit farther out, but I'm still able to cut it off. Okay, so notice that I'm not pinching the middle. So I'm just trying to stabilize and push. Okay, that one I had to turn. Okay, but I'm still recovering and kind of using my inside leg as my swivel. Okay, so when this leg is here, this is actually my base. So what I'm thinking about is I'm using this motion. So what I really want is to extend my elbow. So a lot of tennis players, when we come and play, we kind of bend that elbow because we hit like a nice pretty slice on the ball. We don't have strings, remember that, okay? So as I'm hitting this ball, especially if I'm going to slice it, I really want to engage my shoulder and try to extend the elbow as much as I can because I'm pushing the ball. And the longer that ball is pushed to my opponent, it's going to be more offensive, it's going to be a more aggressive shot. So I'm using this weight right here, okay, as I'm pushing, and I really want to try to keep my paddle in front of my left leg. Okay, that's going to maintain the cross-court situation. So if I'm in this and I find myself back here behind this cone, that's going to put me in trouble. So one of the big reasons this happens is because we're starting too close to the middle because we're trying to follow the ball. But essentially the ball is most likely going to go back over here if this is how I'm showing. So what I'm doing is I'm actually splitting the difference in my position, and I'm saying, hey, this is my spot, okay, and I'm just going to hang out here and kind of grind it out. So when you're doing this with a partner, put a cone on each side and basically kind of say, all right, if you hit the cone, you win the point. So you're really trying to maintain and sustain. Now, here's another trick that you can kind of think of from this position. So if I do have to step short, I don't have to turn to the ball. Okay, what I can do is still pivot from this leg and kind of cut the corner. So now I'm using this to kind of hit a shorter ball that's bouncing and pushing that ball and then coming right back. So I've got lots of time and lots of room to do that, and it's going to be a lot less energy. But this is a common thing that all of us tennis players do when we get on the pickleball court. We want to hit and recover and hit and recover. Okay? It's a very small distance, so it's a different mentality. When I really finish my shot, it's really way out here, and now the ball's coming back, and I'm ready for it. I'm not playing tennis. I'm not going to hit out and then get ready. I'm going to use that push to extend, hit a better ball, and now I'm in position to hit either a forehand or a backhand and possibly attack that next shot.